to Baldur's Gate 3. We are in Act 1. I am Sammy. This is Sammy. You are Sammy. We are all Sammy. And if you are, getting the notifications on your phone because you have them turned on, you might have seen a mention of an alternate reality version of Sammy, the half-orc monk. There are some changes to this character, but what I discovered is that particular beard that I am using is part of the vanilla game. Also, I changed his hairstyle and then went and, did my hair in a man bun, like the old style, so I'm just firing on all cylinders. Anyway, that is a vanilla game beard. That is not part of the mod. So I went and got rid of that mod, and it broke the campaign, and they were like, re-download the mod. And I was like, well, no, I don't want to. And I was just tired. It was late. I was dumb, and I accidentally deleted the entire campaign. So I redid it. The only character difference on this monk is that he's an outlander now. I think he's a folk hero. I think that's what I went with. So there are some changes to the perks, the skills. It's no longer going to be religion and insight. That's no longer a bonus. Otherwise, same character, pretty much the same stuff. I even went back and made sure that I collected the Amulet of Lost Voices, and then I got us right back where we were, and now I have to figure out what I am doing, because my waypoint is way up here, and it says it's at a higher elevation, and so I could go exploring, and this looks like some backwoods. So I might head back up over to where we picked up Lae'zel, and then over here to see what's over here. Hand on the right wall. Let's try that and see where we get. Monster Hunter was fine. I'll be frank. I wasn't vibing with it while I was playing. I came back last night before going to bed just to play a little bit, do some crafting, do some exploring. Maybe there's more to it. I'm going to do another week playing it, but I'm going to move it to Thursday. Not tomorrow, but next week, Thursday. I'm going to give it another shot. Also, I realized that, French fries, likely due to parental controls, and parental controls I agree with, has his privacy turned on so that nobody can hear when he's speaking. And so as I was listening in on some of the past stream to find highlights, I realized that there are points where I go silent.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Okay, I know what this is. I'm going to see if I can get behind it. Like, can I watch it from up here?
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in!
I see. Okay.
Goblins will be on us any second!
So we'll have to avoid doing, like, voice chat.
Open the gates, therefore, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Where is the druid?
Time!
That's a tricky pickle. What do? You've got civilians down there.
Open the gates!
I think that's a bad call. When you can see the goblins and it's this hard to open the gate, I would say you've missed it. Okay, but add some salt to it and I bet it'll be a delicious pickle. Well, it looks like the problem solved itself. Ooh.
Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
I like these character introductions. I do find it hilarious when it's just like they can do all these things right away. They can do spells and one-shot kills, but then we go into battle and no more. Now we gotta take turns and hope that we get a kill. But I guess I got a one-shot kill, so I guess I'm cool too. What are you? Okay, alchemical supplies. So we'll just grab those two. And let's go unarmed strike, because it's free. I thought that was going to be a kill. All right, well, that's all Sammy can do.
Get to the high ground! Raiders, charge the bastards! For the absolute!
Dang. I mean, look at that initiative. Look at how many people are going to be doing stuff during this fight. Oh, I guess there's someone up top as well. Okay, good shot, good shot. All right, my friend, Mr. Gale. Let's start by getting you up here. And then, I think with you, I'm actually going to spin... No. I mean, this is a pretty big fight. I'll do a spell slot. Let's go against you. 12 is the max. I don't think I could kill him if I wanted to, but... Darn it! I hate missing on a spell. So frustrating. Get over here and... Nope, you can't get over that far. Get over here? She can do a spell. And I'm also going to make her spend a spell slot. Excellent. Okay. This is a tricky one.
Victory awaits.
I've got an idea, though.
My path be true.
What I'm thinking, if she's got the range for it... Outside normal range, which means I have to roll at disadvantage. Okay, so my brilliant idea wasn't as brilliant as I want. I'm gonna do it anyway, screw it. I'm gonna do it. Cause I'm awesome. Never mind. Excellent.
My sickle and sword.
Good job, Will. Oh, that was an attack of opportunity. I was sitting here thinking, like, how does he get 2 attacks in a turn? So it was a reaction. I know how this game works, I promise. Okay. One more again. And now, can I get to you with a... Nope. Darn. Did I freeze the... No, okay, good. It's like, I hope I didn't freeze the game. Alright, well, I'll at least get him over there. That's as close as I could go, and that's fine. It's fine. I forgot all about that guy. He's the one who can do some pretty heavy damage. Oh no. Okay. Will, let's have you hit him with another witch bolt. And go after Why does it say difficult movement? I shouldn't be moving at all. Darn. Let's get him nowhere. We'll just let him stay. But we'll see how far she can... She can't go any further? She fell? Come on. There we go. I gotta look at the map again. I sometimes get confused as to who the baddies are. I don't want to kill this guy and waste that witch bolt that I spent, but I gotta. This is the only one I... Oh, never mind. I don't gotta do anything. Did he just hit his own buddy?
Breathe deep and move.
No, he did not. Okay. What I like to do sometimes is grab one of these weapons that I've been picking up and use it like a ranged attack. Because it's fun to just throw a knife at someone. Like, I don't think that I'm supposed to be proficient in that, but that's what... I don't have a crossbow or anything, so I just grab it and I throw it. I might try Path of Exiles 1 on PS5, because I have it, but I don't have 2. That's the only issue. Okay, let's give it a shot. The plan is for you to use your sacred flame. Arg. Use your firebolt. Arg. Okay. The plan is for you to get as far as you can. Good luck. That's as far as you can go. You may. I feel a little weird. I don't know why. I shouldn't feel weird because, you know, it's a thing. I would accept it, yes. A part of me would feel weird. That's just me as a human being. That's just the way I am. I don't mean to feel weird. I'm a weirdo. Darn. Okay. Yep, get as far as you can. And then 40%. Oh, I was shooting at my own dude. My bad. Okay, yeah. If it's hard to do, then don't do it. Don't worry about it. I'm not too worried about it.
What do I have to lose?
But I am interested. I'll check it out one of these days.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Well, there we go. But before I open the gates, I didn't mean to attack my own friends. Also, I'm gonna stop reading stories to you guys. There's a beard hair economy I'm trying to support here. Okay, so that is interesting. Getting a hit inflicts bane. I wonder... what is that? Okay. So what I wonder is if that would be a good idea to put on Lae'zel, so she is inflicting bane on people she hits. Okay. Now I don't want it on PC. I've said it many times. I grew up a console gamer. I have trouble playing games on the computer because I feel like I should be doing work. I should be doing things to, you know, be making money. It's just me. Maybe one day that'll change. Maybe one day I will prefer PC gaming. It's just hard not to feel like I should be writing or editing videos or something. Like a video game, you know, you put the controller on. What else am I going to do? It's a controller. It's got to be done. It's got to be played this way. Okay. I don't think I... Well, don't worry about it. Everything's safe now. Okay. That's the other big thing. I sit in the same space to do work type stuff versus everything else. Okay, what I wanted to do was give these to Lae'zel, and then select Lae'zel and tell her to put those on. Excellent. So now, when she gets a weapon attack, which is the only attack that she goes for, she will possibly inflict Bane, which offers a 1d4 penalty. So, you know, it helps. It helps. And then the sleight of hand, if I'm desperate to break into something, then I'll have her try. But I think that'll just make her even. Like, I think she's already at -1 for sleight of hand. Maybe even -2. And it's like, are they not going to let me in? Did I wait too long? Okay, well, before I go talking to the people up there...
Children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Where there's one goblin, there's 10. I'm leaving before the horde shows up. That's not it. Of all of these options, I think I would be the one who would try to calm things down, because I don't want to start punching again.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
Ooh.
Tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
I think I would go persuasion. Of these two people, I would rather punch the human who literally brought the goblins to the front door to be like, this is where we're hiding. So that was a bad move. But again, I just got done killing some dudes and accidentally shooting at my own friends. So I'm going to try to say more violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. Ruh-roh. Difficulty class of 15. I'm going to add the 1d4. I think I've got 1 point of inspiration available. Okay, don't even need it.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
Okie dokie.
On their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins.
I
need a healer.
accidentally had Lae'zel at the front. That's Zevlor, though, so I'm going to talk to him first, and then I think I need to have Lae'zel talk to him, because Lae'zel thinks that he knows about the Craish, and I have played this once, like 2 years ago when it came out, and I missed talking to him because I spoke to him multiple times, and there was never an option to ask about the Craish. So this time, I'm going to try to do it with Lae'zel.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Sammy.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove.
Like this visitor specifically?
Do it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Okay. I have no quarrel with the druids is okay. Why are they forcing you out is also pretty good. Because then I'm asking questions, I'm getting to know things, but also those goblins, have there been many attacks like that? And then there is my needs, which I'm sure Shadowheart and Lae'zel would approve of, because my needs are their needs, but I'm a monk, and I like to save people, so tell me about the goblins. Yes, I'm glad Blazin asks, were you able to look into the Twitch add-on for this? Because one of the specific things that Larian advertised with their extension was the ability for me to allow you guys in the chat to vote on this. I was doing some research trying to get it figured out. I've got my account all connected. Apparently this extension only works for the Pooter. It only works on PC. It specifically does not work on consoles. People have been asking for it to work on consoles for like 2 years. It doesn't work. So I think even if I were to, move the stream over to OBS, because I am playing the game on PlayStation, the integration just would not be able to connect and let me see your answers for these 4. If I'm wrong, let me know. I will get it downloaded and try to get it fixed. But you would have to either let me know with a Discord or whispering to me, or if I make this short by commenting. Wink. Okay, those goblins. Have there been many attacks like that?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove. Whisper. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her, for more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Perhaps. I have my own temporal concerns. I need a healer. I'll see what I can do. Everything else is selfish. Everything else doesn't seem within my image of what Sammy would do. Like, yes, Sammy is concerned about his health, but at the same time, he's a monk. He's here to help people. Like, he's not here to help himself. That is one of the failings of the Jedi and the monks and every other service first philosophy, is that you think you have to put others before yourself, and sometimes your health falling apart puts others at risk, and I don't think Sammy, the half-orc monk, would ever consider that.
I think you should. Yes. No harm in trying the diplomatic route.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
I'll do my best. Okay, before he goes away, let's see if I can get Lae'zel to catch up to him.
Come, introduce yourself in the caves. I need to get people moving.
Oh, boo. Okay. I will talk to him in the caves. I know what caves he is talking about. In the meantime, we're going to start by checking out the rest of this camp. I know I saw someone else hiding. Well, not hiding, but hanging out up here. And maybe there's stuff to steal. Okay. It's always weird when there's a dead end. I'm always like, okay, is there nothing to do there?
Aridin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin.
See, look, I'm looking for a healer. Great. I would have chosen that option immediately. Let's skip the local drama. No, I'm an outsider. I don't know anybody here. I'm more likely to say who's Halsum.
The druid in charge of this grove. At least, he was. Guess if he didn't come back with Aridin, that might not be the case.
Can I have this apple? No, it's highlighted in red. They'll say I'm stealing.
Cannon?
Oh, someone's dead.
I'm sorry, Arca.
Don't be sorry. Fetch some help.
Oh man, I don't have any kind of revives or anything. I wonder if I had some kind of revive, if I would have been able to do something, but instead I'm going to go the monkly route and say he is gone, returned into the cycle. We can only wish him peace in the next life. You know, it's moderately religious, but it's offering aid.
And speak to me of peace.
He doesn't look all that upset anymore. Of course, my big fat head is covering his face.
Arca, no, wait! What are you doing?
Well, maybe the monk answer was the bad answer. I'll see if I can find them later. I'm not going to stalk them and hunt them because I had stuff to do.
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping.
Oh.
Clawing at the arrow.
No, I wouldn't say it gets easier. No. Okay, this is the only answer to this that works. Taking a life always has a cost. You have to feel it, or you'll lose who you are.
I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
Okay, good chat. Nothing down there. So, aha! Someone's being sneaky deaky.
Don't waste a step.
So, since he's out of range, let's see if I've picked up any other weapons. I'm not going to throw a magical item, but I will throw let's throw a quarterstaff.
That should work.
Whoa! I did 1 damage to him.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Alright, get up here.
Of course.
And you've only got one spell slot, but we're going to do it anyway. I want to see if I can get this to work. Ray of Sickness, 2 turns of poison if it works. Never mind, that was my last spell slot.
Stay focused. On I go.
She's got 2, and I'm going to save those for healing just in case. And we're going to go Firebolt, 45%. 4 is better than nothing.
Swift and lethal. Taking position.
All right. Excellent. Did that apply Bane? Looks like it did not. Yep, run and hide. I think I might need to heal. Okay, flurry of blows. That's all for me. For you, let's hit him with a firebolt. Whew. All right, friend.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, good. Coin mistress? You lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
Let's tell the truth. I don't know why the truth involves persuasion, but that's the way it usually goes in D&D anyway, so might as well do it. A mind flayer abducted me, and its ship went straight to Avernus. Excellent. I get a situational advantage on telling the truth, but I'm going to add guidance anyway because it's free. Oh, glad I had advantage. In case I got that 1.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you.
Thanks.
Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the 9 hells as very valuable currency.
And I think I have 2. I am wealthy. What is it asking me to pick up? Okay, I don't see anything to pick up, so I am following the map still. Doing my best to see. Okay.
That's curious.
I still don't have a freaking shovel. Oh. Everybody leveled up except for Sammy. Oh well. I'm sure Sammy will level up soon. Okay. Looking at these, I might want to keep all of this. Bane is the only one that I'm not really using. I don't really use status effects. That's why I prefer to get like magical items that apply them situationally, because I just forget about status effects, and I'm always thinking, what if it fails? What if I try to cast Bane and it fails? So instead, I think I would rather look at these guys. And if there's one that deals damage... I mean, again, I'm looking at these that have... There. Oh, no, I don't like it either. Okay. We're gonna... we're gonna... protection against good and evil. That's it. I just have to try to remember to use it. I'm bad at doing that. We're gonna be better this time. We're gonna be better about doing it this time. Excellent. That's what I like about the fighters. Okay, a Battle Master offers 4 superiority die, which can, you know, get pretty great. You are capable... I'm going to go full screen and use this screen to actually try to see. An arcane archer, you are capable of weaving magic into your hands, or into your attacks, giving your archery a supernatural quality and your foes something to fear. I sometimes do archery, but only because usually she can't get an attack on the first turn. And so I usually start with a bow attack just so that there is blood on the floor, blood on the ground, as it were. So I don't know if arcane archery is going to work. Battle Master, as a paragon of tactical superiority, you employ a wide array of combat maneuvers to dominate every fight. Superiority die are interesting because, you know, you can just keep adding them and getting more damage. And then 3 passives is also interesting. You approach the complex problems posed by combat with one distinctly effective solution. You hit those problems really quite hard, and it gives an improved critical hit, which I think means... Yeah, so I just have to roll a 19 to get a crit with that one. And then finally, the Eldritch Knight. You are a warrior of spell and sword, weaving incantations that supplement your extensive martial expertise, offering a spell slot, 2 new cantrips, and some spells. But I think Battle Master is best. 3 passives? Come on. Let's do it. Now, what I want is something that offers two-handed with large weapons. And it looks as though that is not part of these options. So let me take a look at some of these. Direct an ally to strike. That's an interesting idea because I don't think it uses an ally's action. I think that you use your action to tell someone else to hit. And I can see that being more useful than trying to, you know, improve my archery. Taking away a person's weapon is interesting. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals additional 1d8 and possibly frightens. So I'll take that one. Giving everybody temporary hit points might be good. Definitely doing riposte. Okay, and rally. Everybody, hopefully, eventually, everybody has a way to heal or offer hit points to everybody else. We're going to be a team that works together. And then I am getting the action of Githyanki Psionics for a jump, which triples her jumping distance. Neat. I think Gale also leveled up. So the only person who's behind is Sammy. One level 1 and one level 2 spell slot. So let me take a look at some of these. Okay, Crown of Madness is interesting. But it would be nice if I could get something that allows... Ooh. Enlarge or Reduce might be an interesting one. It's a level 2. I'm going to add it. Okay. That one was fine familiar. I was looking to see if I had like a speak with animals type deal. But I think that the best I've got is the enlarge, reduce, and then I will look for something that can deal damage. Oh, but Misty Step is so good. Urgh. I'm going to go with the acid arrow. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous spell because it hits everybody and then splashes in an area with more acid. And if I'm not careful, I can walk right into said acid or hit one of my melee guys by being too close to them, if that makes sense. So let's go with those two. And it looks like my... I never used that. And I never used Thunder Wave. So we'll go with those. Poor Sammy.
Let's get going.
Just a brief respite.
Indeed. Just in case we get into another fight, I want to be ready for it. Okay, there was someone over here. Oh, it's a squirrel. I wish that I had talk with animals. I've never spoken to this squirrel before. Hi, little guy.
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
I'm gonna go animal handling. I've got a dexterity bonus, but I don't want to kick the guy. Give me some guidance, please, Shadowheart. Okay, I just need a 1. So we got that.
You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory.
Ah.
And her territory extends from one end of the grove to another.
I think I'm gonna scold her because it's not your territory. Apparently it is her territory. No, I'm going to use inspiration. I'm not going to go down like that.
face you for a moment before twitching her ears. Compromise. After a final squeak of warning, break the rules and there will be trouble. She scurries away.
Oh! We convinced Timber to let us walk on her territory. She left us a small trinket to keep us away from the trees. I want to know what it is, though. Ah, a hyena ear. Okay. And then let's just stay away from those trees. That was the deal. Okay. Now we have collected a few more things. So this quest is to search for Halsam in the goblin camp. Then I've got speak with Kaga to save the refugees. And find Zoru and speak with them. Okay, Zoru. That's who I'm looking for. I shouldn't get confused about tieflings. That's terrible. They all have different names, and they're all different people, and I should respect that. Yeah, I quick saved on my save.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you.
I'm a pretty brave dude.
Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Well, he asked if there's anything I need. The question is directed to me. So I'm finally going to answer. I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
So you're really locking down the grove? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What are you selling?
For some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay. Looking at my bits and bobs, let's take... Come on. Okay, so doesn't look like it's an alchemical thing. Doesn't look like it's worth enough for a resurrection. I hate selling things in these games, but I feel like I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna start selling some stuff. Okay, that is not what I thought it would be. And we'll keep the holy water because that deals damage when thrown. Keep anything that I can use. Okay. I guess water is something I cannot use. That's fine. And then I picked up some jewelry specifically to sell it. Okay. You've got a pearl. I'm not going to sell Shadowheart stuff. Yeah, these guys had these things. I'm not going to sell their stuff. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be the person who sells people's stuff. On his end, though, we've got... let's see. I might switch to her. Well, let's see. Okay. So those are the people that are proficient, and it looks as though it would be a downgrade. Except maybe to him, but he... I don't know. It might be worth it for Gale. And if I can, then I'll see if he can use it. Ring mail. 15. Oh, not proficient. Never mind. Once per short rest, you gain 1 level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit with a spell thief. I don't know what... Oh, the spell thief is the bow. So this wouldn't really work for Lae'zel, because she's not arcane. She's not getting that stuff. And she's not proficient with a bow. And nor is Gale. So none of that works. This is his best thing. I love these gloves. So, with missile snaring, you can intercept arrows, essentially, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier. And I don't know what mine is. I think it's like +2, +3. I have no idea. But we're going to buy that. Oh, boo and hiss. I was just getting excited to buy stuff and I can't. It's 400 gold and I have 152.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Thanks. All right. Thank you for the hydrate, Blazin. As well as the posture check. Get those shoulders straight and back. Get the small of my back up. Okay. I'm too poor to afford the thing I want. All right.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Oh. Is that all we're going to say about that?
We could at least make a run for it.
I'll take it.
I'd swear that Ox's gaze is following me.
Let's do an Arcana check on Moo. That ox makes you uneasy. Try to discern why. Ooh, -1. Ooh! So I can't get it, no matter what. Yeah. Use the inspiration. It's a resource specifically for these things.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
You don't say moo like that. Is that it? Okay.
This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Well, there's a strange ox.
Swing and swing.
Children!
Parry.
Look who's here.
And again. Swing and swing.
Do I speak to Will?
Go on.
Okay.
Give me a best shot.
And you're dead.
Again.
Dead again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
I don't know. I'm not going to go with that half-orc thing. I purposely became a monk because I'm not down for the toxic masculinity of most orcs. So, it's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met.
The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we both carry parasites. Seems like the answer, because obviously he's got to get rid of it too.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor.
I guess my brain really wants to know about whoever Will's thinking about.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Aw, I don't know history. Let's just say, who is she?
Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Well, I happen to know that I don't want to help him cast this devil back into the hells, so I'm going to say I'm looking to cure this infection. We should partner up.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation.
Good.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Okay. I'm thinking we're going to dump Gale. Because Gale can only cast spells. He can cast some pretty powerful ones and one that I need pretty soon. Maybe I'll get rid of Lae'zel. Ugh! Let's drop... I should have downloaded the mod that allowed me to take everyone with me. Also, there's an airplane flying by, so, well, like, I'm not dumping them permanently. Someone is going back to camp. It could be Will, because, if I run into Karlak, and I'm sure I will, they will want to have a fight. And I have to rely on my speechcraft. Gale has a spell that I kind of want to use pretty soon. But again, that's relying on speechcraft. So, let's get rid of Gale. If I need to, I can go back to camp and swap them out.
Well, they are a little sore. I'll gladly put my feet up.
Ready and willing.
So there we go.
The famous blade of frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
So Shadowheart, you can call me Blade.
I don't know what to call you.
Alright, finally got that level up.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay. Let's look at specialization. So, Way of the Four Elements. I'm going to go full screen again. But You focus your ki to bend the elements to your will, using them as an extension of your body. So this would give me some spells. Doesn't look... Well, it looks like I would be spending ki, of which I think I have 4, in order to do some spells. So spells are interesting. Everybody's a caster, I guess. Way of the Open Hand, you specialize in unarmed combat, using your hands and your control of ki to heal or inflict grievous hurt. That might be the route that I go, because I don't like carrying a weapon. I want these to be my weapons. Oh boy. Way of Shadow, you value the arts of stealth and subterfuge, bending the shadows to your will to strike without warning. That's interesting. It's kind of like the assassin class with the rogue, which I've never played, but I've watched other people play, and the first strike is quite deadly with an assassin. So I imagine Way of Shadow might have some pretty good abilities. And I'm pretty sure I already have dark vision, so I wouldn't be using anything good there. And then finally, Way of the Drunken Master. With the unpredictable lurches of a tippler, you hiccup your way through battle, frustrating foes with carefully executed movements concealed beneath a facade of incompetence. That's kind of how I live my real life. This is, pretending that there is more competence than there actually is. But, ooh, that's a tricky one. Let's flip a coin. Heads, we're going to go Open Fist. Tails, we're going to go with Drunken Master. I'm going to flip it now. And it's heads. We're going to go Way of the Open Fist. It's fate. Open hand. It is fate. Which means I need to unequip my quarter staff. And just stop using them forever. Okay. So for you, your spell might be Hellish Rebuke. React to your next attacker. It's a reaction. So someone has to attack me, but then I deal 2d10. So at least 2 damage up to 20. But it's only fire damage. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with Hellish Rebuke. And he gets 2 Eldritch invocations. I know how to speak words. Okay. So I like Repelling Blast because it can push people. I like Disguise Self. Ooh. I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to go with an Agonizing Blast. Because my charisma is my primary attribute. It's the highest one. And we're not going to replace any of my learned spells. Not this time. Okay, another spell. I really like the idea of making him all about damage. And the only magic he does is magic that hurts people. But I don't know if I like the idea of doing all fire damage. And the thing about warlocks is they don't learn spells the same way that everybody else does. Like, they don't read a scroll and learn that way. So I don't know if I could find, like, the Ray of Frost or something else. So we're going to do it. We're going to go with another fire-based spell. We get one boon. Pact of the Chain gains the service of a familiar, a fey spirit that takes the form of your choosing. This can be an animal, imp, or quasit. Pact of the Blade, I summon a pact weapon or bind the one I am wielding, making it magical. Hexblade warlocks who already have bind hexed weapon do not gain this bind. Pact of the Tome, your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. So I could get 3 spells or 1 familiar. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm gonna go with the 3 spells. That's the wiser thing to do.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Okay, that's Lae'zel. Let's see what Asherak has to say.
You fight well.
Thank you.
A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two.
Yeah, man, I love those. Be strong and watch over your kin. In trust there is victory. It's the only inspirational thing of that whole list.
I prefer when they smile.
Hey, French fries! It is good to have you here. Happy birthday again. I believe it was yesterday, but I could be wrong. It's too bad I can't, like, knock on the door and be like, will someone let me in?
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Okie dokie. Good talking to you.
Food, water, my dagger.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
Oh! That's the lady at the gate. I remember. I remember who this person was.
Use your nerve, tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
I mean, look, man.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You move.
We're gonna go with what we always go with, even though I'm pretty sure. Well, I think it's even. It's a 0 for that. But just taking a look, I gotta go with my monk class. I sense the pain you carry, but killing this creature will not ease your burden. Excuse me, I had a burp. Oh, look at that. I get +2 to my roll. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do.
I know. It sucks.
Damn you. Damn it. Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
I mean, I'm gonna go with number 4 because vengeance eats people alive. You'll grant the goblins 2 victories this day.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
You'd better be right.
Oh, good call. Thank you, French fries.
Let's go.
As you watch, you can earn beard hairs to get me to do things like take a drink of water. Okie dokie. Delicious. Alright. Can I speak to this person?
Let me out, you bunch of softies! What you messing with my cage for? It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Interesting. I don't like either of these answers, but I do want to get more information. Why do I have to taunt? Both of these are taunting. One of them is like, hey, you got any holy literature, you illiterate goblin? And the other one is like, hey, why don't you get out of this cage? And I don't like either of them.
Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the Tiefs stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off.
So they've got a healer in the goblin camp.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
Out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
I'm gonna go with that. You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave this conversation unspoken.
Every last one of you.
I can get her out, and I can take her with me. But I played this once before, getting her out, taking her with me, and then immediately got her killed in the next area. So, might not be worthwhile. So I might not save her this time. I might leave her there. There's Arca, there's Mimnos. Let's see what Arca has to say.
Your new goblin friend. Bet you aren't.
Oh, that was it.
Don't say that.
I'm just sad and bored.
Okay, there's a little rat. Let's talk to Octa.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Yeah, I'll take a bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference.
Thank you.
The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
You don't have to sell me on it twice. I'll take your gruel.
Doesn't taste half bad.
Good. That's even better.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh!
Oh?
Oh. Slumped those broad shoulders of yours, Petal. Are you hurt, cold, feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Lotions and potions. What are you, an alchemist?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha!
Aha.
Take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
I don't know. I'm tempted to ask about my other condition. If she's a healer, let's do it. Let's ask.
That depends. What's wrong, lovey?
I have a condition. An unusual condition.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad.
What kind of dabbling?
None too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new.
He should have just taken a long rest.
I promise I've seen worse.
She is not to know of our ailment. Only a Gith healer may make us pure.
What is it, Petal?
Oh, I was hoping somebody else would have another opinion. Lae'zel was the only one to speak up, and she fully said no. So I'm gonna... Oh, golly, Lae'zel, you've always given bad advice, and you've always gone against me, but in this situation, you're the only one speaking up, and now I'm suddenly like, well, okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong, I swear.
Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Yeah, like, how do you tell people? Nothing for now. I don't have anything I can sell.
Come back anytime.
I've got this worm in my brain. Would you be willing to take it out? I would, but I don't want to make Lae'zel mad at me again. She's always mad at me. Okay, that's Melly. That's Barth. Whoops, that's a ladder. That's Eredin. Remember, I'm looking for Zoru. Someone... Danis. Bex. That's true. You're right. Lae'zel is always angry, but... Again, I gotta say... Nobody else spoke up. Nobody else was like, that's a good idea. Everybody was like, whatever. Okay, Ramira. Now, where would I find Zoru? They're saying Zoru's here.
Eager for battle.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna head up here. If I have to knock on the door or do something like that, then so be it. But I gotta find Zoru. Oh, he's right there.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Again, I don't like any of the options, but I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna back her up. I'm gonna say yes, and I suggest you do as she says. I'm not gonna give a menacing glare. Well, I'm a half-orc. It's possible that just my blank face counts as a menacing glare. Let's see what happens. Shadowheart disapproved of that. But he bowed.
Lower.
Oh, come now. Exactly. I could continue being silent, and this is the silent option. I think we're going to say in our fiction, Sammy is just looking at the wall, and he is just fully thousands of miles away. But this tiefling is interpreting it as me being all grumpy and angry. And apparently so is Shadowheart.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry.
The map. Show me.
Lae'zel. I gotta blunt some of your edges.
You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods, are all Giths so brutal?
I've only met one.
Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Oh, Lae'zel! Alright, well, we can speak to her now.
Compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Do you plan to be that rough with everyone we meet?
Rough. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
I probably won't be able to cry at all. Enough. Just tell me what's our next move.
The tiefling was clear.
Tiefling.
Yankee west of here, that must be our objective.
Tiefling.
Wait.
Did you just say tiefling?
Familiar with the, well, I shall not say culture, custom perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
Now that one was just her being intentionally dense, I think. Okay, what do you mean purification? Let's get back on track.
It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay, well, I guess that's the end of that. So, looking at our map, we have now added find the Goblin Priestess, find Halsum, find the Gith Yankee Patrol, or the Warrior. So in the mountains, there is the Kresh. And then Karlak is over there. I have been up here. The only thing I haven't checked out, well, obviously, the Grove, where all of those dudes are. And then the cave, where I can meet... What's his name? So I'm going to go to the cave first, meet the leader. He might give me a little guidance for talking to the druids. And then we're going to go talk to the druids. He also might be upset with me because the last time we spoke, I said I was going to talk to the druids. And I've kind of just been wandering around talking to everybody else. And so maybe he's going to be like, you're wasting everyone's time. All right, Zevlor. Not yet. Not yet.
Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble for all of us.
I shouldn't have answered not yet.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Okie dokie. If there's anything over here, even... Oh, the book I am allowed to read. We're gonna pick it up.
You've been caught mid-robbery.
Crap!
Your next move had best be a careful.
Hand the stolen goods back.
Cost of your illicit prize.
Whoops. You can't have people's books. You can read them, but you gotta put them back. I just put everything in my pocket. I don't mean to. Okay. Let's go talk to some druids. These druids want to close off the grove. We've got a bunch of people here who cannot fight for themselves. Oh, and I keep forgetting that I want... How do I go unarmed? Actions, unequip. Thank you. Sweet, there we go. Now we are unarmed. Okay, who are you, Doni?
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Are you alright? Grunt back.
He's still staring right past you.
I'm not going to turn around. I'm pretty sure he wants to steal from me.
Oh,
Hi.
I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that.
So what's your side of the business?
I'm the guard, so don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
You look like a pretty intense guard. Alright, Mattis.
Whoa, hey. Can't say I've ever seen someone like you before.
And orc?
Go on, take this ring. It's lucky.
Okay. Take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails?
We're gonna go tails. On a ring?
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings.
Oh.
I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
No thanks. Could I want to take the ring. I want to say thanks for the free ring. I'm gonna do it.
Hold on, you gotta pay for that.
Okay, I'm not gonna steal from anyone. It's not my jam.
That's what I got.
Okay. I saw something with their hands, but I'm gonna buy a shovel finally. Ring of being really invisible. There's also the ring of infinite wishes. Wow. The ring of resistance to ants. Ooh, that would be useful at camp. And then the ring of lechinesis. Okay, well that's very cute. Tarbell's Guide to Distractions. And that's exactly what they're doing to me. But I got the shovel I wanted.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Athletics, baby. Someone give me guidance, please, because I gotta hit a 15. Sweet. Very good. Boom. Okay. I figured out your side of the business.
Let go of me! Help!
Oh, come now. You for sure were caught. Okay, well, I have to go back to camp in order to get...
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
to get Gale, who has that ability to make me shrink and grow. I have no idea what was stolen from me. Guess I should look. What could it be? I am going to give Gale all of my scrolls because I don't need to hold those. We'll see if there's any that he needs. Yeah, I don't know what was stolen. That's my fault for not paying attention to my inventory. Let's see what this person has to say. It is your partner.
Hey, you here to trade or?
Your partner's a thief.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
I want an apology. I really want my stuff back.
Want all you want. She's somewhere safe and staying that way. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You want a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
Okay, so I guess maybe nothing was stolen. Maybe I was able to catch her. So if I'm like... I could go and talk to her and get that finished off. It's not like an actual quest or anything, but it is something that will get locked off as soon as the tieflings leave. If they leave. But I have to go back to camp. That's the issue. Let me see how I am looking. She's only missing one spell slot. He's missing none. What about me? I'm missing none. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to go to camp. We'll quick save and we'll see.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now.
Ooh.
She's a thief, hell spawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Hey man, looks like we're about to have a fight. Alright, well...
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh.
I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Ah.
It's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Horrifying. We should check on the girl.
We'll do it. We will do it. Alright, well, the only one that I like is she's just a child. The druids are overreacting, and I'll talk to them.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Because straight up, like, kids make stupid mistakes. That's the whole point of being a kid. You ever been punched in the face as a bear?
Get back!
I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by?
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What?
He's got the same beard as me.
I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Sweet. Okay. So I get to go through. I probably could have just proceeded without stopping. Hello!
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close?
That was me.
A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine. Ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling
Nice.
various details of goblin behavior.
I'm gonna give an exact description. He asked for an exact description. I'm gonna give an exact description.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had mastered brass or silver variety.
Oh boy. This is a situation where I like 1 and 3. I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly? Or I could be honest, because I'm going for an honest monk here. He's an outsider. He doesn't understand. Well, I understand sarcasm. And so I would be willing to play the game of sarcasm and be like, it was brass. But would an outsider correct him with the truth or try to figure out what he's doing? I'm going to say he's going to try to figure out what he's doing. I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly?
The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
I don't think they did. Did they ever say for the absolute? I know the prisoner talked about the absolute. I don't remember if the goblins I fought did. So I'm going to say I don't think so.
Really?
I was focused on not dying.
Complicate things. But then again, well, never mind. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal.
I'm going to hold my tongue. I don't have an opinion.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Gukliak? I thought they spoke gobbledygook. Or maybe that's a Harry Potter thing. Be careful, goblins aren't known for their mercy. Wait, about our conversation earlier, why the dragon? What brought you to the wilds in the first place? I think I would rather send him off with a warning. But then again, maybe I could convince him to stay by reminding him. Okay.
Goblins, obviously.
Oh, never mind.
Not to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already.
Oh no.
Really?
Okay, good. Be careful. Goblins aren't known for mercy.
Never you mind. Mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Potion. Potion. I'm gonna start using healing potions. Alright, Bosk. Can they not talk when they are in animal form? Maybe I have always been playing druids incorrectly. Okay, so they are not interested in speaking.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
There's something down here. Oh, it's another bear. Okay, never mind. Orm? Okie dokie. Good chat. Where am I? I know they want me to talk to that other person, but I don't know if I've ever been down here before. I want to see what this is. Oh, a chest. With a lot of gold! Holy crap! Take that. Take that. We'll take that because I can try to sell it. And I cannot walk any further in that direction. Doesn't look like I can climb anything. Well, I am pleased with an extra 120 gold. Totally fine by me. Especially since that bear didn't call me a thief. Whoa! Oh, he's getting a fish. I thought he was attacking me. All right. I can take all the money. Apparently I can't go into the middle where that ritual is happening. That's fine. What about Tuffet? Tuffet is sleeping. I don't think animal handling helps. I bet this is a druid. Doesn't matter. That druid has become an animal because I got a success. And there they go. Okay, so that's the lever that turns on the elevator. I could just ride that up and down now. I've essentially unlocked a shortcut, as it were. Topaz, who are you? Will, do you have speak with animals? He does. And it costs an action. So Will, speak to Topaz, please.
Concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
It's slightly off. Push it a bit to the right.
Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
That was a lot to the right. That was way too much to the right. Can I keep talking to you?
Yes. This is perfect.
No, I'm not going to intimidate the bird. But now if I run into any more animals, Will be the one to speak to them. Oh, whoops. Spoke to a bird and not a person. I wanted to speak to a person. What were you saying to that bird? I'm going to ask about a healer.
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
Okay. What were you saying to that bird?
The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Maybe I'm nosy. I can get +2 by intimidating her, but I don't like to throw my teeth around, my tusks around. So I'm going to try a simple persuasion. I help defend this grove. I am not your enemy. We'll take the guidance. Don't even need it. But I'll take a mutated 20 any day.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear,
It is my brethren.
Ah.
Every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
Sounds like she has to be stopped. How would we do that?
A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
Okay, so the druids are split. Not everyone wants to close the grove, and that is good. I'm not gonna try to sway her into doing the ritual. Instead, I'm gonna get Will. Oh, the bird is already gone. Alright, well, Will, talk to Tusk, please.
I thought you were Halsin.
The bull prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halsin? Promise me a mate.
Oh, oh, that is a bit different. I don't think I can do anything for that particular issue. Poor guy. Alright, well, let's go talk to Kaga. Sounds like she's not going to be an ally, but I might be making prejudgments. Oh, that's right. Kaga's the one who kidnapped the child. Ooh, and now she's threatening with a snake.
Sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Like, why did you even become a druid? Imprison her? She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Okay, so I've got, well, let's see what bonuses I have. We've got -1, so no to nature. Flat with persuasion, but then the possibility of getting some inspiration by using my monk class. What else do we have? Okay, or just get ready to fight. You act rashly, as a concerned viper would. Free the child or more tieflings will interrupt you. And I get it with advantage! Ouch! I need a 4! I did not get it! I'm out of inspiration! That sucks!
The devil sowed chaos. She remains until the rite is complete.
Dang it!
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
This sucks. Imprisoning her empowers the refugees. Are you willing to risk insurrection? Do you want death on your hands? Let the child go so she can spread word to the others of your might. I really only liked the first one. Where's my... There it is. This one gives me advantage, but I don't love it. Oh, that also gives me advantage. And I'm willing to fight her. I am willing to throw down for the benefit of this child. Why? Because I've been hearing a whole lot of racism in this grove, and I'm ready to test out my path of the unarmed strike or whatever I did, because like I'm ready to go. Let's throw down, lady. We still got guidance, we've still got the situational advantage, and because I'm half-orc, I am proficient in intimidation. Got it.
It is as you say. Sisyphus, Tila to me.
Sisyphus.
Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Ugh.
It hurts.
Whoa.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep
What
his
happened
name
to
off
her?
your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Now, I really don't like that Kaga is acting that way, but first things first, I gotta talk to... Stop moving around, Shadowheart!
You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now.
Yes.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about.
Old wounds don't glow.
It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least. In case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you.
Maybe.
It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt? I guess I can be kind.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
She would know. Why did we roll dice? Turn to other matters. And leave. Okay. She told me everything I needed to know. Let's go find and talk to what's her bucket.
For the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Good. That Kaga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
How did Kaga take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him called or dared by goblins, none may gainsay her. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it. Because I'm already going to. It's part of the plan.
Return home.
No need to fret, I'll find him. It's part of my plan anyway. There are two groups of people who want me to find Halsin.
He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Okay, Halsin is a bear.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Who are you, Loic?
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Good chat. I thought we're friends. Try to get closer with some animal handling. Let's say hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Good. I'm able to approach maniacally, and the dog won't get me.
Wolf's fur bristles. He wants to jump, wants to bite. His eyes dart back and forth as he sniffs the air. He can't see them anymore, but he can smell them. Many, many strangers.
And then I come in with both hands, getting ready to get them. I'm going to say, shh, it's all right. Don't be concerned with the strangers. You're part of the problem. Like,
bares his teeth. He doesn't take orders from you. He'd chase you down if not for his master.
All right, good call, Blazin. Let's get a sip of water. As you are watching, you can earn beard hairs, and you can spend those beard hairs making me do things like take a sip of water, or, as Blazin just purchased, get me to stretch. So first things first, let's put that down, turn the camera to the portrait. I can't hear what anyone has to say, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't need to hear what they have to say. Alright. Pull the pants up. Pull the pants up so I can hide my big fat belly. And then we go up. Oh, I just popped both my elbows. Oh, boy. And then we come back up and we... That was a good call, Blazin. That was a good call. It is always good to get up and take a quick stretch. I hope the rest of you did the same. I know that he didn't spin the beard hairs for you to get up and stretch, but I would recommend it. It feels good. Na. And I knew that it would. Na. There are plaques in here?
Battle done. The moonrise.
Oh.
The darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
Interesting. So this
Many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
maybe
Must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Seluna.
maybe this druid temple used to be a temple to Shar or Saloon. Or Saluna. I don't know.
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Local history, written in riddles.
Sammy doesn't know his history. Which is fine, I don't know my history either. Will, before we go talking to Kaga, go talk to the dog.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
I would play an entire game of doing nothing but speaking to animals. I would play all of Baldur's Gate 3 as a speak with animal simulator, and I would still think it was worth every penny that I spent on it. Who's been pestering you? I'll teach them a lesson. Exactly.
Your help is not required. Not by me, at least.
Oh, I cannot catch a break with that wolf. That wolf wants nothing to do with me. All right, Kaga, here I am. Let's talk. Oh, and there's a little rat. I'm always going to talk to him first without speak with animals, and then I'll switch over to Will. That's what I should have done, but they didn't let me. Where'd the rat go? There it is. Oh, this is a different rat.
At you, but says nothing.
They ran out of stuff to write for the rats. Pinta?
Respond. It simply bares its teeth.
Is that a rat smile? So that's Pinta. There's Ren. I think I already spoke to Ren. I'm looking for like Octa or something. Oladan. Ah, there. Oladan.
Rat watches your movements but does not speak.
These guys were pretty convinced not to speak to me.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but
damn it!
I do not recognize the deity involved.
Sammy, you're disappointing me. I want to learn about this world, and you are just too dumb to know anything about this world.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
I think you're a monster.
Monster. Too kind. A demon, more like.
Your iron will is impressive, if a touch inflexible. Because what I'm liking are the top twos, saying she is a monster, validating her concern that going after children might be the sign of someone who has lost the plot. But I've been sticking to my guns of being a monk through and through. I'm gonna stick with that. It's a bit more Tao to talk about, you know, being rigid and how that would be a problem. That is more in line with Taoism, and that is more in line with what I personally believe. And I want Sammy the monk to be a reflection of what I would be in this fantasy world.
You speak in paradox.
Yep.
I care not for steel, but I know if it bends, it breaks. I will not allow this grove to be broken.
See, that's not true. What about springs?
And the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
I don't want to fight, but I do want to remind her that she, through her action, may be causing others to come to harm. So Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire.
Fists. I'm all about the fists now.
Services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
You're a monster. I don't want to attack. I don't want to say the refugees aren't my concern. What I want to do is convince her to wait for me to go get Halsum. But that's not an option. So somehow she took control of this conversation.
And the grove forever shrouded.
Whatever, lady. Whatever. Ugh. Well, that was an utter failure. Everything about it was a failure.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
What is up with all these elves? Why are elves such jerks? Alright, well, I'm out of everyone's view. Can I... Oh, they won't let me read it. They'll count it as stealing still. I just wanted more books for my collection of books.
We have the right to defend our home. So that's what you want? To kill a bunch of innocents?
Okay. This is... Come on, let's get to her. There's Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A moment.
This may be kept. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie. No, healing. Looks like I came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough.
Look in here.
A bit tired from the eyes, maybe.
Look inside of here. No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head. I'm gonna go more than tired. Something crawled in my eyes. I don't know! Yeah.
Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
Yar. You know them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Okay.
We need to be quick. This way.
Neat. A secret fancy door. Okay.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
I'm hoping for a less grave cure. Yeah, of all of these options, I'm hoping for a less grave cure. Number 4 was interesting. You might lose your eye, but here we go.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options.
Okay.
You have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
Let's see what we can do.
I should have saved. I should have saved. I'll take anything that can help, I guess. Or will it help? Arg! Thank you.
Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected. I think that's the only one that I'm willing to talk about.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halcyon was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind, I don't have a reason not to start, or like to start shutting up now. So on a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halcyon was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
So I think that was a weapon that she was carrying.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Sure. I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you.
Oh.
Only a way out.
Well, that
I'm sorry for
sucks.
misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
All right, I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here.
Like,
you know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more.
It is strange.
We're tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
Thank you. What do you mean should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them.
Interesting. Okay, so there is still a... you said you were tracking other victims. Did they change? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
There's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why.
Where is it?
Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way. He saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
All right. I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back.
Okay.
Look out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
I mean, hopefully I have a chance to follow that oath.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Can I close the door? No.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
I stole it. My dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone. So be sure to have a good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone, and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. That's cute. Master Halsin. Okay. Leave that, but there is a circlet somewhere. What's in the journal? He was ambushed by drow, and it's pretty much the same thing that they told me. Notes on drow parasite. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter. Illithid, undoubtedly. Yet the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible signs of ceramorphis on the cadaver. Most strange. Altered? And that is underlined.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Time to track him down and see what he knows.
Okay, I don't see the circlet.
Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
Yeah, just don't see it. She is not back. And that drow was a scout. Okay, so there is something to this library where I need a circlet in order to get through. I don't want to steal things.
No, don't go there.
And so I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to get out of here and get back on the path. Taking a look at this area, there seems to be more that could be discovered in 2 spots, maybe 3, but again, I don't want to stir the pot anymore. I think every druid would turn on me if I went against the leader. Even the ones who don't like her, I think they would come after me. Okay, nobody wants to start anything against me. That's good. That's smart. I did not see this path. Okay, first, let's check this way. Oh, there are people. Who are you?
Away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
I'm gonna stay silent and listen.
Change? No. Damn it!
I don't like either of those or any of those. I want to help her come up with lyrics, but I could either insult her by saying, you know, no battle music, as though I've never met a bard before. I guess in this game I have not, but you know, in my head bards exist. Or I could insult I could insult her lyric writing. I'm going to say, are you all right?
Moments away from grisly death.
Oh.
At the hands of this bloody song.
Oh.
I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
To sing outward, one must look inward. Why are you writing this song? Oh, wow. Sammy the monk is sometimes too much of a monk, but he is a monk nonetheless.
We lost people on the way here, and the dead deserve to be remembered. That's what my teacher always said.
Can I help you finish the song?
It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want.
Hand me that lute. We can perform together. I don't think I have any proficiency in instruments. I don't think any of my characters have proficiency in instruments. I don't know if there's a way to add that, but maybe I gave myself... No, the performance would have been if I went Drunken Master and I went Open Fist or whatever it was. Hand me that loot, baby. Or continue being a monk. First things first, what's the song about?
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble like ash.
That is painful.
Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect.
Is it? Okay. Keep going. Let's keep this going.
That it's okay. That I'll be okay.
I'm a good monk.
Thank you for everything.
I'd give up on her right now and say, never mind, this isn't going anywhere. Give up your dreams. All right, that's what your lyrics need to say.
Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
All right, do I have to listen to her do a solo concert? I think I do. Okay, well, everybody sit back. I'm gonna munch some nuts. Because I got nothing to contribute. Oh, she went very quiet. Have you ever had a friend who just starts playing a song for you? I used to be that friend. So watching this feels a little cringe. Kind of reminds me of 20 years ago when I'd find a guitar and just force everyone to become the audience to whatever I decided to pluck about with. Will's digging it, though. Oh, so is Shadowheart. I'm as dazed as I usually am. Sammy started watching a flower and forgot where he was. And that was the song we needed to kill the ritual. No, it's not going to be that easy. It would be nice. It'd be nice if I murdered the ritual. Again, Will is loving this. Sammy loves the grass. Just waving. Well, thank you. Did Shadowheart clap? Will definitely approves. Would you look at this grove? So lovely, so grove-like. that would be what I would say in real life, where I have difficulty processing heavy emotions, especially from someone else, and I'm just like, let's change the subject.
That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
I think one of these two is the best, and I usually go with empathy, just because I think it's important to validate people in their feelings. Like, your feelings are not wrong, especially if you have been traumatized, and so I think that it would be best for sounds terrible, I'm sorry.
It was awful. I couldn't look at a lute without hearing her screaming. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
You're welcome! Did we get any experience for it? That was a whole lot of to do for no experience. Oh, well. Oh, and she's got squirrels hanging out with her. I'm not gonna talk to the squirrels. Squirrels might not be the friendliest conversationalists in the world. Okay.
Is someone singing?
Someone is singing straight ahead. I have never done this before. I did not know that pathway existed. So we are in totally new territory for me. Obviously the game wants me to go to the singing, But I kind of want to keep my hand on the right wall and continue exploring. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Whatever the consequences are, I want to fully explore. Oh. Someone else is being lured to the song. It might be time to head down there. That is likely my way down. I got a little nervous when the singing stopped. There was some violence that happened up here. Didn't need that. Whoops. Okay. So this does not look like it's going to be a good thing, whatever is happening here. This is likely sirens, and sirens, they gotta die. What are they seeing? Okay. Do not go any closer.
Shh. Listen.
So this is a tiefling based on the red hair or skin and the black eyes. But I don't see any horns. You shouldn't be standing out in the water or listen quietly, which is what Murkon asked me to do, and I, as a monk, tend to do what I was asked to do.
Plays above the waves, beckoning.
I failed my nature check.
All logical thought.
Uh-oh. Struggle against the wisdom, or against the music's pull. Shadowheart, help me. Help me struggle. We struggled. With a mutated 20.
The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Get back! It's a trick!
No, it's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
Ooh! What are you?
Everything's gonna
Apparently I don't know.
Once I get there.
Why don't I stop her? Okay. It was like, come on. Was I lured? I was. I might get a game over.
What happened?
Okay, so she saved. Let's get over here.
Got to press on.
Yes, we do. And now, let's get some actual stuff going, guys. We need... what I should do is heal. We're gonna go level 1 healing on Sammy. Ooh, not much, but it's better than nothing. And since that was a bonus action, we will hit a level 2 guiding bolt on you. No, you're the one with concentration going. Ah, dang it. All right, well. Hellish Rebuke, please. Dang it. Oh no. Oh no. Lae'zel! Okay. Will resisted the song, which is good. Let's hit with the Eldritch Blast is free. What are you? Vicious Mockery. We're gonna go Thorn Whip because I might be able to pull her off. Still with that ability. And then let's go ahead and flourish against this harpy. I might die. This might be the end. This might be the end.
What is this?
Okay, I resisted. Can I get up there? Nope, that would be an attack of opportunity. So this person is threatening me. I need to knock him out. Let's go. Let's go unarmed strike. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Shadowheart, I need healing again. I need it again. Level 2 this time, please. Probably against yourself, because I need my healer up. And then let's go Firebolt on this one. There. That kills the concentration. Ah, of course, unless someone else decides to sing. Okay, resisted the song. Excellent. Let's get your main hand attack. How do I not have enough movement? Oh. Okay, turn that off. We'll go here. Now, main hand attack, please. Perfect. Somehow, we have knocked out 2 of them. Let's have you get moving. Thank you, Blazin. Good call on the water. She doesn't need health. I could rally, and I should have rallied. What happens? Rally, please? Rally? Oh. Okay, so I should have done that to her or to him. Doesn't matter. Will got it. Let's get over here. And now we are hitting you with a scorching ray. No, we're not. We're hitting you with an Eldritch Blast. Okay, good job taking a disengage action. Hopefully you can get away. We are going to move to protect. I know, that's what I was saying. Now. I've still got a dagger on me.
No hesitation.
Boo. Ugh. Okay, good. We got a save on that song. Let's hit with Firebolt, 50%. And we'll end it there.
A little help, please.
All right, she resisted the song as well. Go after the one who's singing, please. Excellent. And let's action surge to stop this song permanently. And I doubt I can get there. Yeah, not enough movement. So let's rally Shadowheart. We're gonna long rest after this fight, because I'm getting my butt kicked.
The blade will not bend.
Let's move here, please. Loot some gold. And Thorn Whip. Too far. Eldritch Blast. Excellent. Not excellent. Don't like missing. That's the worst. Get out of here, Murkon. Thank you. Disengage and get away. Good job. I resisted the song. I don't have enough movement to get to him. That's as swift as my feet can carry me. Let's throw another quarterstaff. That's what I do. Lady, you have got to heal yourself. Cure wounds on self. And that should be all. Maybe the Shield of Faith, but then the Harpy will just go after someone else. Let's end the turn there. Damn it. Lazal. Will. Oh no, Murkon. Okay, Shadowheart resisted. So let's get that. Excellent.
I'll make you pay.
I love when everybody reacts, when everybody gets their brains back and they're like, whoa, what was that? Last spell slot, just to cure herself, to stay up. Everybody else is going to have to use potions at this point. I'm working on it, my dude. I'm working on it. Okay.
Are they gone?
Yeah, man. They're gone. Are you all right? Everything else just seems awful.
Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Take a deep breath, or take a breath, deep and slow. Did I honor the posture check and the hydrate blazon? If I did not, I'm going to honor it now. Well, you get a double. You get a buy one, get one free. The same option. Gotta go with you're safe now. Take a breath, deep and slow. You're safe now.
That's what the voice said.
Yep, that's what they do.
Find a boy called Donnie. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Donnie ran away from me. Donnie is hiding. Dang it, I can't get to Donnie. Okay, well, can we get to their nest? Usually harpies have prizes in their nest. So I guess that's not their nest. I was all excited, but it wasn't the nest. I'm just looking for treasure. Somehow I got 30 experience, maybe for coming over here and grabbing all that gold. How much gold was that? That was like 300 gold. I'll take that every day. Can I jump? Nope. Eventually, I might be able to find boots that allow me to traverse difficult terrain, but then my party still has trouble with difficult terrain. So it's not like I can permanently solve a problem by getting those boots. Let's grab that dagger so I have something to throw. And let's take that long rest. We might have someone who wants to talk. We'll see. Sounds like everybody wants to talk. Whoa! That's pretty dope, Blazin'. I wonder if they have like a post-game type deal similar to Diablo. Like if you keep playing after you have finished the campaign. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, let's start chatting with people. Withers is the first. He was our undead guy who asked a question, and I answered that question. I did it in both universes.
Haste. We meet again, as predicted.
I'm glad you made it to camp.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you? You were sorting something before. What were you doing? What kind of services can a skeleton offer? And care to explain why you're helping me? I think I'm going to ask what he was doing. Nope, I'm going to ask why. You run the map and kill stuff, kind of like the pit. Oh, but no timer. Interesting. And you can lose experience, so it's kind of like a Dark Souls or a Demon Souls or Bloodborne, where death empties your experience and you have to go and find it. Anyway, care to explain why you're helping me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
Oh. Okay. What kind of services can a skeleton offer? Interesting. So Path of Exile, if I ever check out, well, Path of Exile 2, maybe I'll check out Path of Exile 1 just to kind of get a flavor for it and get a taste of what it is. But it sounds like they're merging action RPG like Diablo with hardcore action RPG like Bloodborne or Dark Souls or that kind of stuff. Soulsborne, I guess. What kind of services can a skeleton offer? Let's talk this.
Between life and death.
Interesting.
Perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
All right, so if I lose a party member, if someone fails all of their death saving throws, I can come back and get Withers to bring them back. That's okay. You mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
So I need to always have 200 coin. I can also pay 100 coin to reclass my character.
Is life but a waking death, or doth it serve some other purpose?
Okay. No one over here. Looks like everybody wants to talk. Let's start with Gale.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Goodbye, Blazin. I hope you have a good night, and I have total faith that your doctor's appointment is going to go great, that you are going to do well, and that there is nothing to be worried about. I am with you. I understand how freaky it is, but have some tea, maybe some CBD oil, something to calm your nerves. And I believe in you. I believe you're on your way, and it'll be fine. Everything will be golden. And always be thankful that you don't have to deal with the American healthcare system. But anyway, yeah. As you drift to sleep, I hope that you are able to sleep comfortably and sleep well. And thank you for joining tonight, Blazin. But for the rest of you, let's continue. He wants to talk about something rather important, no less. All right, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils.
Some.
Overcame some obstacles.
Some.
Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage.
Ah.
The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin.
Ah.
The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder.
Ah.
The way you got Korga to release the girl.
Ah.
The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches.
In
short, I've grown to trust you.
You've just been keeping track? Okay. Enough with the flattery. Where is this going?
I was being quite sincere, I assure you.
Oh, he disapproved.
I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat.
You have a cat?
I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
All three of these questions are good questions. So can it be cured?
No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item.
There it is.
Absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you to consume raw magic. I'm going to need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
All right, well, where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need? I'm not happy to help. I don't like any of these three options because the happy part in that option number 3 is not what I am feeling about this condition.
We've already done the finding.
I will help.
You have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Again, I have to select I'm happy to help. I am not happy to help, but I'm not going to say no to him, and the three options here sound like no's to me. They sound like someone saying I'm not interested.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure.
That are hard to find.
As a matter of fact, we've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah. When he gives the hungry symbol, we'll go help him. So we're going to talk to everybody in camp, then do a long rest, and then we're going to call it for the night. But I do want to get through everybody else who has something they need to say to me.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Nervous. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain, but also surprisingly fine in spite of it all. I'm going to go with nervous.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety.
That's
Before
true.
The illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but
Interesting.
I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
It makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned? I could flirt and be like, go get the mushrooms and make yourself sick. Or I could be arrogant and say we're special because we're in a video game and the game is following us and therefore we are special. But that is not the monkly way. The monk would say, it makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned?
Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next.
Yep.
And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Okay. Let's see what... We'll talk to Lae'zel very soon. I do want to finish discovering this camp. Because every time we return to this campsite, this style, the map will be fully fleshed out. Okay, Lae'zel and then Shadowheart.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it.
I was about to say this is the best and most poetic she has ever been. What do you mean by the tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky.
Are you talking about the stars?
Behind it.
Oh.
Bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears? I don't know much about Githyanki. It would make sense that maybe I would try to back her up. This is the first person I ever met. She's not a nice person, but she is the first person I ever met.
Your curiosity is to be commended.
Thank you.
Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon, where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. At dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
You wanted to talk to me. You were calling me. And then finally, let's talk to Shadowheart. I think if I am going to pursue a relationship with Sammy the monk, I might go for Shadowheart. I haven't met all of the characters. I'm trying to make plans based on the characters that I know are in the game, and there might be others who are more interesting to me. And Shadowheart sometimes makes me so angry. Let's just see what she has to say.
Leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So what will come next for you once this is all over?
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me.
Oh, yes? Who?
Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
You are all secrets. I'm not going to use my Illithid wisdom. I think I get +2 for wisdom. And then... But the Illithid... I imagine that if I do it, she's going to be mad about it. She and Lae'zel have been the most opposed to having the tadpoles in our brains. So taking advantage of that power to force her to give a secret away would be pretty awful. So how are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
No hesitations. I'd just end your misery then and there.
Firm answer. I'd do the same. We'll need that kind of thinking to make it through all this. You're doing well. It's a beautiful night.
She approves.
I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Okay. Okay. We're going to keep our party makeup the way it is. But we are going to rest. Nope. Auto select. So I will pick up all the food I have been selecting. I'm going to need to go and collect more food as we go. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go through my 6 supply packs. Now, sometimes something will happen at night, so we do have to watch that little cutscene. But there we go. We're going to be back tomorrow with more Baldur's Gate 3. There are plenty of things we still need to do. I'm going to continue exploring the area. Hopefully I find more characters to recruit. We've got a map marker for Karlach, so we know that she is out there. There's the vampire dude who's out there as well, and I don't know if I remember everybody else who I can recruit. So if I am missing anyone, feel free to gently guide me. Obviously not today because we're calling it a stream, but if you've been enjoying it, hit that follow button, turn on your notifications, and then when I come back tomorrow, you can gently nudge me in the right direction of anyone I may have missed. If you are, enjoying it so much that you want to support the show financially, hit that subscribe button. We're 6 people away from hitting our goal of 10 subscribers. We're 13 people away from hitting our goal of 100 followers. So any way you want to help out the channel is fine by me, and it makes me a happy man. If you are are watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. You can leave a comment. I would prefer a timestamp, but you don't need to. It's just for my benefit. That's all. And then, of course, there is the podcast. There is a new episode coming this Friday for our review on Octopussy. I keep forgetting the movie that we reviewed. So that's going to come on Friday. Make sure to check out Potato Chip Pictures on all your favorite podcatchers so that you can check that out. And I will be back tomorrow with even more Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye!